taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The offense set for a first down play. Looking for space. It's Daly. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David, you're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that conference pride, wanting to win this game, representing the rest of the teams in their conference.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Buffs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And the ball is picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball. He placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
They're strong and they're scrawl. Defensive tackles, they're scrawl. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300.
He unleashes a long one. And that pass is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career.
He's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Running the ball's in the Aggies' DNA. I mean, that dates back to the Junction Boys.
It's the physicality. They find those guys up front that can make holes, and I think that's when you see the great A&M teams. Really good offensive line, paving the way for those backs and those great teams they've had.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
On 3rd down, going up top. Starting to feel a little pressure. He's going to fire to the left. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Between the uprights, it's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He'll bring it out. It's Garrison. Lowers those pads. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. Nothing but green ahead. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Colorado.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important. to this team.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away.
And I'm putting that one in my back pocket. I'm going to start. I'm going to highlight it. That blitz came home. We are going to need that down the road, and I'll be ready to call that one.
Slips through the line. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buffaloes! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Trying to beat him to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Looking to throw. He's got it down the left side. The expressway is wide open. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going to get that ball. Nice job.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Florida is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up 14 over BYU. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll go to the air. Moves away as he feels pressure. He'll pull it down. Oh, he dropped it! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And he had an opportunity there to make something out of nothing, but things just got sideways and the ball came free.
I just like the effort on defense, okay? They couldn't get to the quarterback initially in the pocket. He starts scrambling, and they don't quit. You saw all of the effort of everybody pursuing the QB, catching up to him, and then creating the fumble. Awesome job.
Running back goes in motion. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got it.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
The Aggies will have a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Touchdown, Aggies! A great catch and run for 6.
This guy is officially a problem. His second receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense. Dude, if I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better, don't they?
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
He's back to throw on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Daly. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colorado 21, Texas A&M 18.
Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Murphy. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. And the Buffaloes are on the move. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quick pass on the jet motion. Headed to the end zone. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, this situation on the field, this defense has their hands full because this running back just seems to have a nose for the end zone. Of course, he scored his last time out. He's really good down here close to the goal line finding creases.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great...
Off he goes! Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Great job, great field. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intention. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Safe completion on the screen. Nice move to stay on his feet. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, picked off. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Texas A&M going quickly. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They have everybody on the same page. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. From the gun, running back on the move.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
There to make the stop, but they use the back in the passing game and pick up the 1st down. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. trying to bully their way in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and I love running the football down the red zone. You've got to be able to do it. First down, obviously, is the right down to do it. But now, limits the options a little bit more. Second down after that loss of yards play.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, Aggies! And how about this offensive show so far?
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Colorado, 24.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They'll go to the ground. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab inside the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bucks! Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Florida is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Gainesville for some time. They're up by 25 over BYU. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got his man on the right. At the 35, he's open. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wants to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
Looking for a deep man. And it's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And welcome to the offensive showcase, my friend. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 58-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offense approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays in line.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to move it through the air. Gonna let it fly. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster and you put him in the slot. You usually get a better matchup. And then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a touchdown pass from 59 yards out. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Wants to throw on third. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He's going to run it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from the defensive perspective.
Open runway ahead. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
Caught over the middle. It's Moon. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. Absolute shank. Missed it. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good. Still down by 6. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Oh, he's looking to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Aggies! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
And I love what the secondary does here. You know the blitz is coming. You know the ball's going to come out quick. They react to it quickly, get the interception, and then, Palmer, they know exactly what to do with it once they do.
No doubt, and I think the hit certainly affected some of the accuracy on the throw. Quarterback's got to do a better job getting that ball out sooner, but once the ball started to flutter a little bit, didn't go exactly where he wanted, the defense was opportunistic. Not just getting the pick, but having the convoy taking it to the house.
On the run from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Safety roaming the middle of the field. You can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Working that left side now. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown. I look for this. Continue to feed him and maybe get him another one today.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Quarterback sneaking his way, tunneling and burrowing into the line.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bucks! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12.
Fellas, a battle in the Beaver State today. A lot of green, a lot of orange in the stands. Whenever Oregon and Oregon State have at it, and here's the latest. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And now on second down for this offense. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jean-Pierre. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
Firing to the right, complete.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him, and they convert. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He's looking for an open man on second down. Hit as he throws. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Colorado. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. What about the speed for that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this into the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
And the extra point is good. The lead is 19. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 flash today. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. They're trailing by just 4 to Auburn. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. The option look. Now the toss. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
QB's doing a really good job of feeling pressure and trying to get away from it. You can see he wants to, but there's nowhere to go. Great job on the defense, getting him to the ground for no gain.
He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got him downfield. Tackled after picking up the first down. I mean, just have a day already. He's right on the cusp of 500 yards through the air.
And I know he did an outstanding job all week long in practice, watching film and taking every rep.
Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in. The Aggies in the hurry-up.
Well, this guy came ready to play today, man. That is an unbelievable diving catch. He has been unstoppable today. Over 100 yards receiving already. Doesn't matter where he lines up. But if you're going to make catches like that, you're going to get a lot of throws coming your way. We've still got a lot of football to go, guys.
Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
They'll run the screen. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
This is a running back that can hurt you, not just getting handoffs, but they use him in the passing game as well. They called the screen at the absolute perfect time, and it ends up being a touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
46.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Moves around to clear up the vision. On the move, he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I tell you what, when you got a guy that is that good at dissecting your defense, you better get pressure. Nice job by the defense, hurrying him up, speeding up the thought process.
Across the 45. Afterburners coming. At the 20. Touchdown, Bucks! And the stomping has commenced.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone. You love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And they tacked on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he caps things off with a scintillating 68-yard scoring run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
What?
He's got it all right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. He's now over 150 yards receiving, and the Aggies ready to go whoop.
Yeah, ready to go whoop, ready to celebrate. They're excited. And listen, well, you can...
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
He'll start this drive firing. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on first down. Lofts one high and deep. He reels it in on the sidelines, but he's out of bounds. That'll be no catch.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Colorado.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work.
46.
Trying play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. To the end zone, and it's picked off. He looked as if he thought he had it all the way, and this junior makes a play.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. How about this running back's ability to get into a pass pattern and get into one downfield?
Yeah, I like it, and I like the offensive coordinator continuing to work the running back in the passing game. Do more of this. It's easy. It's not hard routes. It's not things I have to read. It's matchups. And what I find with my guy's better than yours and how I take advantage of it.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Hard running there. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Fires downfield. Complete out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Texas A&M going up tempo. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
That's a first down for the offense.
He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down.
Check. Here we go.
He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Aggies! And they take it in for 6 more points. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
He'll get in there as they draw 2 points closer. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Solid run. Picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll keep it on the ground. Open space at the 25. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. He wants to throw. Now adjusting. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to being...
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado. And the route is on. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Pittsburgh is down right now, but this young man under center has shown some moxie today. We could see a legend born in the Steel City. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Flips it out to the back. Nice move there. Got room at the 35. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. That one's sort of like a shooter in basketball, just needing to see one go. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He'll take a shot. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
He's not afraid to go deep. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His 1st interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Dumps it to the back. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Texas A&M going quickly. You get that turnover and you try to punch them hard immediately on the first play, and they come up with a big gain. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. They're trying to get to him. He makes a catch. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. This dude is dealing at receiver right now, and he's going to have them yelling well past midnight.
And these receivers are the ones that scare the mess out of you. The Mike Evans that on the outside that you know they're throwing him the football, and you ain't got anybody that can match up. And when the Aggies find those guys, these offenses hum like crazy.
Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas A&M. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Quarterback adapting. He chucks one out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy. Just keep going at them.
Until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep...
Throws throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And the beatdown has ensued.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
On to attempt the try.
Pressure is on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass.
62.
He'll call for the fair catch here. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he's brought down after a huge completion. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. He's going to pass. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bucks. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
You didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And he makes the extra point. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Fair catch called for and made. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet and not remember it.
And it's intercepted. A turnover from the defense.
Intercepted by Colorado. And the Buffaloes take over 1st and 10.
Offense set on 1st down. Quarterback checking the play. To the air on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Going up top on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Got it! Touchdown, Colorado! And the punishment has been extended.
That's a nice job by this offense. Nice job putting the drive together. This might seal this football game. And nice response. It's nice to be home and come back to the home crowd after you've lost a couple games. Get some mojo going back in your way.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Looking left. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today. And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting.
Oh, look out. There he goes. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock. Can anyone catch him? The 40. The 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the...
He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Defense playing a bail technique. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going for it all. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents, start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast